In this video, we're going to compare absolute and relative changes from Unit 3A. You'll want to have your scientific calculators ready for this one so we can use them to calculate absolute change and relative change. So the estimated number of refugees in a part of the world increased from 8.8 million, there's your reference, to 10.2 million. So 10.2 million minus 8.8 million, the absolute change is 1.4 million. And then this change here divided by the reference value of 8.8 million, millions will cancel. 1.4 divided by 8.8 is going to be 0.15909 and 09. It's going to keep repeating. We want to go to the nearest tenth of a percent. So this is going to be 15.9%. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next problem here. Find the absolute change. Person's consumption of meat in a certain country decreased from 64.3 pounds to 54.2. So final minus initial. 54.2 minus 64.3. And we get an absolute change of negative 10.1. That negative 10.1 divided by the reference value of 64.3 gives us a value of negative 15.7%. It's a negative value because it is a decrease. Clint's salary increased from $24,000 to $33,600 over a 3-year period. Helen's salary increased from $27,000 to $37,800 over the same period. Whose salary increased more in absolute terms? So 33,600 minus 24,000 is an absolute change of 9,600. And then 37,800 minus 27,000 is an absolute change of 10,800. So Helen's salary increased more because her salary increased by 10,800. Don't put a comma in there. This is more than 9,600. Again, don't put a comma in there. The increase in Clint's salary. Whose salary increased more in relative terms? So let's take the 9,600 for Clint and divide it by his 24,000. And his percent change was that it was a 40% increase. And let's take the 10,800 and divide it by 27,000. And I get the same 40% increase here. So neither person's salary increased more because both increased by 40%. All right, now let's look at this last problem for this section. Over the past decade, the percentage of renters in a given area who were rent burdened, meaning they spent more than 30% of their pre-tax income on rent, increased from 31% to 36%. Describe this change as an absolute change in terms of percentage points. And then as a relative change in terms of percentage, so 36% minus 31% is an increase of 5 percentage points. Then 5 divided by 31 times 100% is 5 over 31 times 100 is 16.1%. And there we go. That's it for this video. We'll come back next time and keep talking about topics from 3A. See you for the next video.